Hello, my name is Elena.
Hi, my name is Michael.
We present a project for Women's Elena Sunshine magazine. In our magazine, we will help women make our lives brighter and fuller.
In this video, we want to touch on such an important topic: how can a woman find the meaning of life?
More and more women complain of a feeling of emptiness and meaningless. If a woman is at a loss because she doesn't know what she really wants. Work doesn't bring you pleasure. You are angry with clients, page, colleagues.
You are worried about frequent and ongoing illnesses. You feel underestimated by the material stability, no matter how reliable, predictable and confident it brings, is accompanied by a loss of interest.
As a result, you don't feel joy and desire. Suddenly you realize that everyday life is big me. I don't wait you drag along with you.
Longing and a sense of meaninglessness are exacerbated when you realize no one notices your efforts and works. Family, partner, children behave as if they are indifferent to your care.
This undermines the balance of motivation. You feel tired and cheated.
But if you make a mistake or not make a petty commission, only in this case you are noticed in order to express your indignation. You yourself also begin to blame yourself and feeling a loser.
There is fear of living I love, in vain in which there is only empty and routine.
To experience an activity as meaningful, relationships are needed. Fullness of meaning comes only from our connectedness with others. For example, your partner, family, work, colleagues, students, patients.
It is important that you can live a relationship with yourself, answer with questions for yourself. Does your activity bring joy to you? Is it important and interesting for you? Do you enjoy the process for a full life? It is important every time to remember the relationship with other people. To give joy to others means to participate in with joy yourself.
If a woman does not feel what she is working for, is it good to still be married? Why endure this burden with his internal suffering? There is feeling of confusion. The reason for this is the lack of orienting power in relation to life. Lost orientation power can be restored. To find meaning in your own discussions and actions, you must first look at the real circumstance in which you are.
We can live life only in reality, only in the world in which we are. Real conditions need to be helped to be seen in their inconscience, not fragmentary, but as a structure. Dreams, desires, fantasies, stereotypes about how it should be do not provide sufficient support for understanding the meaning.
Even understanding the structure of a real situation does not give you awareness of the essence. The motivation factor of meaning is said to are feelings and relationships. The meaning is not empty words, but really emotions. Only what which causes feelings can affect us.
For example, it's not ever know that smoking is harmful. You quit smoking only when a health hazard is felt. You will have an emotionally felt relationship with your health as you value. That is, you need to feel the quality of a healthy life and feel regret that you realize yourself in this family life. You should want to realize a meaningful intervention to quit smoking. Although you have known about the dangers of smoking for many years.
Due to the ability to feel benefit, willpower bills directing you to this good. It allows us to overcome difficulties on the way to the goal.
Sense requires determination in order to begin active actions that will help you achieve what you consider valuable. The meaning must become your own, for this he needs a personal decision.
If you feel the value of the goal and are ready to take on all the work associated with the mission of the plan, if you are ready to take this path and truly desire, when meaning brings freedom, a feeling associated with your own personality. In the real meaning, there is the truth of the self, its authenticity, its intuition, its awareness of the self.
When meaning becomes existential or when revealed in a specific action following the Wollington's decision, only in practice is when verification of meaning landmarks carried out do they have real effective force.
You experience a feeling of satisfaction through self-realization, with the help of good opportunities in the world. Through this comes an understanding of meaning.
To live with meaning means to grow in something significant in your family, at work, in that hobby to which you surrender yourself with your soul. Perceiving ourselves with such an attitude, it can meet the deepest goals of man.
This requires maximum openness, while the wide and demand a solution from the situation. We remain in place, opening up to the situation and putting your ambitions aside. You can see possible solution and a new change.
When you are ripe even for existence and you can get away experience weight gift, brightest way fulfilling life, to open oneself to when demand of a situation means a complete different way of feeling a problem, surfing, burn, illness of pain.
By accepting the situation, you can at once feel the beautiful, the cheerful, the joyful. What does the situation expect from me? What is change? What is my task now? This is how a simple question sounds, which is the key to meaningful life shaping.
Everything that we experience is one and the same request to us. What do you do with what you have in this situation? What are you then to change the situation for better or at least not cause more harm? How do you deal with the circumstances so what when it's no excruciatingly painful for and your decision? What does a situation require of you in which it is you must make the decision and only you can do it because it is about you?
With such openness to life and its profound value, we are free for the future, which is not only our own, we share the future with each other.
Another important aspect of meaning that relates to personal growth, namely in what system of relationships with the world a person puts himself and his life, because it is important to understand yourself and what rise to life with an understanding of the context.
We must raise our gaze above everyday life in order to see the interconnectedness that suppresses us. Weekends, vacations, and moments of reflection are important for self-contemplation. They provide an opportunity to move away from everyday life and from this distance to see right context, the true scale of what is happening.
What if you don't feel like part of a relationship, or you don't see white and for whom do you carry out your activity? The following may help. What happens you then not perform frustrating activities? For example, you will leave and wash dishes or knows that you do not want to cook food alone on your day off. It is important to start a conversation about this to inform yourself first of the meaninglessness in your activity.
If for a long time you will captured by meaninglessness, when the time has come for change. This is the meaning of the existent meaninglessness. Your reality says that lifestyle must be changed. In the process of trying new means and ways, we gradually begin to feel what the future life should be like.
If you try to change your usual way of life and start a new one, you begin to suffer because you see how unhappy other people are. Or if you are faced with greater emptiness, way it becomes clear that way old has value it just did not feel so good before.
Meaning is a radical requirement to take your life seriously. Life follows the usual rhythm, but do not let your mind take a nap. Think about your lifestyle. This life affects you.
Your teachers, bosses, and popular philosophers often can tell you only about how they approach their life. Life concerns you differently. Life turns to you and asks for you personally in any situation. What fascinates you? What are you interested in? What scares you? Suppresses angers? Why do you feel disgust? On will is opposite to you? Go to it there with your life.
Open yourself to think what calls you, what you like to do yourself in a new business, in an idea, in a love, and when choose. Give yourself and will what you want. Focus on your truth and don't be afraid of mistakes. It's better to do what you want than to not decide on this act and then regret what was not done.
Do not let others tell you what you should do. Just pay attention to what others are telling you, what traditions says, what is now in fashions, what others are doing. Follow your feelings actively.
You will decide when it will be enough for you. You will understand if this is already wrong. You will see if you step on personal values, if you hurt others you love. You will notice where your borders are. You will determine when you approach them. Pay attention to your intuition.
Everything is very simple. Life, a full life. Go along with it. Do not be constrained by fearing a quiet harbor or very I wall near a lighthouse of habits. It's your life. Where is your meaning? You can find your meaning by following this path. There is always a way out.
It's very strong words.
Thank you. If you liked him, subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of interesting things.
You can also make a donation for the development of the channel. Thanks for your attention.
Please leave your feedback and ask questions. Goodbye.
See you and good luck.